Tech and clips.
Yeah.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with some more music from the Smiths. Yes, this song has been highly suggested. Song is titled "There's a Light That Never Goes Out." This is official audio, and I mean, based on a few comments that I read, you guys were telling me this was actually the first reaction I should have done, but we are here, so I'm super excited. Have the lyrics pulled up. I have a few facts pulled up just in case I might need it for my interpretation. The Smiths with "There's a Light That Never Goes Out." Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah.
Take me out tonight.
Okay.
There's music and there's people and the young and the light.
That bass. There was some bass in there.
Driving in your car, I never want to go home.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got one anymore. Take me out tonight, because I want to see people and I want to see light.
Yeah.
Driving in your car, oh please don't drop me home, because it's not my home, it's their home, and I'm welcome no more.
Yeah.
And the double-decker bus crashes into us.
Whoa.
To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Take me out tonight. Take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care.
Yeah,
And in the darkened underpass, I thought, oh God, my chance has come at last. But then a strange fear gripped me and I just couldn't ask. Take me out tonight. Oh, take me anywhere, don't care, don't care, don't care.
Wow.
Driving in your car, I never want to go home, because I haven't got one all alone. Oh, I haven't got one. Under the double-decker bus.
Yeah.
Crashes into us. To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And if a 10-ton truck kills the both of us, to die by your side, well, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Oh, there is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out.
Okay.
There is a light and it never goes out. There is a light and it never goes out.
Guys, I like this. All right, guys. Yes. So that was the Smiths with the song titled "There's a Light That Never Goes Out." This is official audio, like I said from the beginning. Guys, I have to say that I mean, going into this, you can immediately feel that this isn't just another song. It has that weight on it. I mean, right from the very few seconds, their instrumentation, pulls you in with this, bright, almost, dreamy guitar tone, and it sets up, something that feels hopeful, but not entirely comfortable. There is also a subtle tension, sitting underneath everything. Vocally, Morrissey, I love the fact that he doesn't come in trying to overpower the track. Instead, he leans into this calm, almost conversational delivery. It feels intimate. Like he is talking directly to one person rather than performing for a crowd. That restraint actually makes the emotions hit even harder, in my opinion. There is a quiet desperation in his voice that never turns into a full-blown drama, and that balance to me is what keeps it believable. On the musical side, Johnny Marr, I mean, he deserves a lot of credit here. The guitar work is so clean and melodic, but it's also layered in a way that gives the song movement without ever overwhelming it. It's simple on the surface, but I feel like the more you listen, the more details you start to notice. Everything felt intentional. Nothing was wasted. After listening to this song, what really stood out to me is the contrast. The instrumentation felt uplifting, almost romantic. Whilst the lyrics leaned into something more, much more darker and more vulnerable. I feel like that push pull, creates this emotional tension that I feel like keeps you as a listener locked in all the way through. You are not just listening. You are kind of sitting with the feeling that the song creates. As you listen to the song, as the song builds, it doesn't explode in a typical way. Instead, I love the fact that it gradually opens up, becoming more immersive, rather than louder. By the time you as a listener, you reach the later moments, it feels like you've been pulled into this emotional space where the lines between sadness and beauty blur a bit. If there's any critique at all, is that the style might feel understated for listeners who prefer big vocal moments and dramatic shifts. To me, this isn't that kind of performance. It's subtle, and it asks you to actually lean in rather than grabbing your attention aggressively. But honestly, that's also where its strength lies. Yes. So yeah, overall, this feels like one of those songs that sticks with you, not because it's flashy, but because it's honest. To me, it captures a very, very specific emotional space and commits to it fully. I love the fact that it's reflective, a little melancholic, but still strangely comforting all at the same time. From a reaction standpoint, this is the kind of track that grows on you as it plays, and even more after it ends. Guys, I don't know if that makes sense, but I really enjoyed listening to this one. Shout out to the subscriber that suggested I check this one out. Let me know if this band has other songs you guys would love for me to react to. I'll be so glad to read all those comments. If you tune in, if you enjoyed my reaction, make sure to smash the like button, comment, share all the good stuff. My name is Philip, and also the next music writing. Take care, stay safe, and then peace out.